Hello and welcome to my little making of. Today we are creating the arena from the Cell games from Dragon Ball. So after doing everything here, we will create first the plate. This will be the ground where everything stands on, and after that we will create the arena. So what I did there is first kill off the ground, because in the game you won't be seeing the ground, so you might as well just delete it and save that phase. Here I'm already creating the second one and quickly rearranging the UV. Put that to the side. The bottom will be just white, so I don't need much space. Here I'm isolating the edges. They will be plain white too, so we can just take them and move them over to the side, quickly applying a checker texture to see whether if it's okay or not. But in this case you don't really need to do that because it will be white anyway, so doesn't matter. Put it off to the side like that, and now focus on this one. This one needs to be big because it will be the ring itself, so that's where mostly Photoshop will happen. And now we already create the pillars on the edges. They first go a little bit narrow and then turn into some kind of spike. So first we delete the face on the bottom and on the ceiling, and then move it over to the edges. And here I was playing a little bit with the scale. At first I thought I needed to make it smaller, but it was okay, bigger too. And here I decided I want some minor detail, because this will not be the most detailed of creations, so might as well put some more detail into those pillars, because we have the budget, so why not? So this will be the thin part, and now we get a little bit wider like this, and then put up the spike, maybe this, and here center. Yep. Then we have only one above, and this is the spike. Make it a little bit rounder. Yeah, looks good. And now we first do the UV, because if we first copy and then do the UV, we have to practically do it 4 times. So put it like this. The spikes themselves will be white, so we don't really need to do anything with those. And this is pretty much the UV that we can export, because the most important thing will be the grid texture on the arena. So quickly here, create the picture and move over to Photoshop. So here we import the UV, and then we can get going. See, UV, and make a white background, put it on the bottom so we can see the UV. There's a nice tip: if you go to view and then show, you can see a grid, and especially for those grid textures you can perfectly align those with the grid and everything will be fine. Here I was trying to draw them, but somehow the second one was always wider than the first one. So eventually I thought, fuck it, and just copy it over like this, exactly, over and over again until we are on the bottom. And then we can just take everything and turn it up vertically like this. So now we can deactivate the grid, and there it is. That's pretty much the whole texture that we need for this. Name it Cell Arena /D for diffuse map. And now we go to the normal map. I'm using a program called Endo from Quixel. You can try it out. It is free, and you should really try it out. It's awesome. You can make quite nice. You can also draw them yourselves. You don't need a texture, but I think the file works quite well. And here we have the object. So now we need to make a low poly version for the LOD, like even lower than low poly. Quickly delete this, and I think this is it. Yes, this is it. This is the one time that Maya always has to crash. So I'll quickly reopen that again. And yeah, it's not the most stable program, but in the last weeks, for me, it was very stable. So now I need to find out where I was in the first place, and I will later find out that I haven't yet really done the UVs as I wanted them, but doesn't matter. So quickly delete some edges here to get a little bit down. Recommended are 100 polygons or trees, but I think in the end I will be at 140 or something. Yeah, 140. I think that's kind of okay. We can do it. Let's check the texture. If it's still okay, it is, but here I notice that the pillars are not on the white yet, so we can quickly put them there, scale them down, just put them there in the edge. Doesn't really matter. And that's pretty much it. Then we need to save it as FBX, but first we need to make sure that there's nothing left, like these groups. They need to be gone. LOD, okay. And now for the real model, the non-LOD, we also need to fix the UVs here, yes. Put them down a little bit. It's white, so the scale doesn't really matter. Just put them there in the edge. That's done. Okay. And now we have the textures and the files. Just move them over into the import folder, and then we can start City Skylines and see if everything works out as we planned it to. Open the asset editor. I think I will make a park out of it. Let's see. Takes a little bit of time. And where is it? Let's take park with trees. Imported. Okay. And there is it black. Yeah. We have, or me and a friend, we have discovered that if you take a park, sometimes the texture won't really load into it. So we discovered take the botanical garden and everything will be fine. And here I noticed that the whole thing is way too small, so we just put the scale to 3. And after that, here you need to freeze it so it's at 1 again, because City Skylines will import it always at scale 1. So if you blow it up to be scale 900, it doesn't really matter, because once you import it, the game will still be scale 1 again. So it doesn't really help you. And here I'm trying to play around with a normal map, but it's not really visible, so we put up undo again and make it a little bit stronger like this. Save it again. And put it back into City Skylines. Re-import it, and that looks much nicer. Okay, now we can save it. Cell Arena Test, and quickly go to a map to see if it's good. Maybe first unlock all and unlimited money so we can choose a new map and don't have to load into an existing one that might take a while. So congratulations, thank you. Quickly draw a road like this. And yep, looks good. Delete that, okay. Quickly do a size comparison. Yeah, that's definitely big. but the arena in Dragon Ball was big too, so this is nice. So yeah, thank you for watching, and if you want to leave a comment, then please comment on the YouTube section. Thank you. Also, I have a Patreon. I put the link down below, and I also put your link to my workshop page in Steam. Thank you for watching. See you next time.